Hello everyone, let's look into a very different kind of set based upon Maxima and Minima. This set involves some concepts from quants also, like Maxima and Minima, functions, finding out their roots. So we'll be using all these to solve the questions in this set. So let us start reading it. A company, First Cry, is in the manufacturing business of toys for kids. These toys, after being manufactured, were packed in a box such that each box has 100 pieces of toys. Total number of boxes need not to be an integer value, as the last box may contain less than 100 pieces in it, depending on the number of manufactured pieces. For example, if company manufactures 240 pieces, then the number of boxes will become 2.4. The cost in 100 rupees and sales revenue in 100 rupees of the company are given by two quadratic functions as written below, where x represents the number of boxes and x lies between 0 to 7. Assume that all manufactured pieces are sold. The number of pieces manufactured by the company is an integer value always. So there's a company which is manufacturing toys. It manufactures some number of toys, puts 100 toys in each box. X is the number of box here. It has also provided us two functions, cost function and the sales function. And profit earned by the company is equals to total sales minus total cost. So let us find out the profit function here. It will be sales minus cost. So sales function is 6x minus x square plus 9 minus x square minus 7x plus 18. So we get minus 2x square plus 13x minus 9. So this is the profit function that we have. Now we all know that the company makes a profit when sales is greater than cost. When sales is equal to cost, there is no loss, no profit. At sales greater than cost, we have profit, and if sales is less than cost, then we have a loss. Now we have been given two functions here, a cost function and a sale function. Now many of you might not be knowing that how to draw the graph of a quadratic function, but let me give you an idea of it. Whenever the coefficient of x square is positive, the graph of a quadratic function is always a parabola and it opens upwards. Whenever the coefficient of x square in a quadratic function is negative, then always the graph of that quadratic function is a downward parabola like this. So this will be the graph for the cost function and this will be the graph for the sales function. We only need to know this much in this question, and this concept is just to make you understand. Now when we'll put this graph into a coordinate plane, they will look something like this. They will be intersecting at some points. So at these particular points, sales is equal to cost. Sales is equal to cost. So I have told you that when sales is equal to cost, then there is no loss, no profit. We know that this graph is for sales, this is for cost. So whenever sales is greater than cost, we have a profit. Now if you carefully look, from here to this point, the sales function is greater than the cost function. So between these 2 points, we are in profit. So let us find out the intersection points first. Let us find out these points where sales is equal to cost. So for that we have to equate both the equations. So x square minus 7x plus 18 will be equal to 6x minus x square plus 9. So when we equate this, we get 2x square minus 13x plus 9 equal to 0. Now to find out the intersection points, we have to find out the value of x satisfying this. Now the roots of this equation will be minus b, that means 13, plus minus under root b square, which is 13 square, which means 169, minus 4ac. So 4 into a is 2 into 9. So 4 into 2 8, 8 into 9 72 upon 2 into a is 2, so 2 into 2 4. So one of the roots of this equation will be 13 plus root 97 by 4. Another will be 13 minus root 97 by 4. So one value of x satisfying the equation will be 13 plus root 97 by 4, which comes out as 5.712. The another value is 13 minus root 97 by 4, which comes out as 0.787. You can solve this yourself. So these are the values of x for which we have no loss, no profit. We know that x represents the number of boxes, but in the first question, if we carefully look, we have to find out that for how many values of x the company makes a profit. So let us convert the value of x into number of pieces. So when we convert 5.712 into number of pieces, we get 5.712 into 100, which gives us 571.2, and this 0.787 into 100 gives us 78.7. So this value is roughly around 79, and 571.2 is roughly around 571. So for these many values of x, the sales function will lie over the cost function. So what is the total number of values? It will be 571 minus 79 plus 1. So when we calculate this, we get 493. So for 493 values, we make a profit, or the company makes a profit. So option A will be the correct answer to the first question. The second question is, the maximum profit in rupees the company can earn is. Now we need to find out the maximum profit in rupees. So that means we need to find out the maximum value of the profit function. For that, we have to use the concept of maxima and minima. So let us erase all this and we'll just keep the profit function with us. So we have the profit function with us, minus 2x square plus 13x minus 9. Now there are two ways to find out the maximum value of this quadratic function. I have already told you that whenever the coefficient of x square is negative, then the graph is always a downward parabola. That means at some point of time, this graph will reach at its maximum level. So this is the value of x for which this function will attain its maximum value. For those who know differentiation, it will be very easy, but for those who do not know differentiation, let me tell you that a quadratic function attains its maximum value at x equals to minus b upon 2a. So if we have an equation like ax square plus bx plus c, which is a quadratic equation, then this will attain its maximum value at x equal to minus b upon 2a. So in the profit function that we have over here, the value of minus b will be minus 13 upon 2 into a, which is minus 2. So we get 13 upon 4, which is equals to 3.25. So this is the value of x for which our profit function will attain its maximum value. And since we need to find out the maximum profit in rupees, so we have to put this value into this profit function. So value will be minus 2 into 3.25 square plus 13 into 3.25 minus 9. So when we calculate this, we get 12.125. So this is the maximum value of the profit function. But since we need to find out the maximum profit in rupees, so we'll multiply it by 100. So 12.125 into 100 gives us 1212.5. So this is the maximum profit in rupees that the company can earn. So option B will be the correct answer. The third question is, the profit by the company by manufacturing 280 pieces is same as that by manufacturing A pieces. What is the value of A? So we again need only the profit function for this. So let me remove everything else. So the number of pieces manufactured here is 280, which means x will be equal to 2.8. So let us find out the value of the profit function at x equals to 2.8, which will be minus 2 into 2.8 square plus 13 into 2.8 minus 9. When you calculate this, we get 11.72. So we need to find out a value of x for which the value of the profit function equals 11.72. So let us put the profit function equal to 11.72. When we further solve this, we get minus 2x square plus 13x minus 20.72 equal to 0. So we have this new equation with us now. So now we need to solve this equation and find out the roots of this. So when we again find out the roots of this equation using the Sridharacharya formula, we get x equals to 13 plus minus 1.8 divided by 4. So one of the values of x will be 3.7 and another value of x will be 11.2 divided by 4, which gives us 2.8. So very clearly, for x equal to 3.7, the profit will be same as for x equal to 2.8. So the answer will be 370. Let me correct this. This is 370. So option B will be the correct answer. So this set was very different, but for an exam like CAT, you always have to solve n number of sets so that you don't panic when such a set appears in front of you. So this was simply solving the quadratic equation and finding out the roots. If you still have any doubt, you can comment below.